Okay, it's been a little while since I recorded this. I was working on some other stuff. And pulling back the curtain a little bit, I got a bit of an early start so that I could use footage from the first episode in my Toronto regional video. But here we are once again. Still spring. Hasn't been that terribly long. Just beat these guys. And we'll go see some more of the Unova region now, shall we? Hey there, I'm Fennel. Professor Juniper asked me to give you something. Going to that house where it was weird and dangerous to go upstairs or something. I vaguely remember that. Going to meet all the Pokemon in the Unova region. We'll see about that. And I'm invited upstairs. Really strong-arming me into this. So like I said, I'm Fennel, and as you can see, I'm a scientist. Alright, Professor Juniper is a friend from college. World building. She'll give me an HM, it's cut. I have to figure out who learns that. There's the moves that Pokemon can use even when it's not fighting. Yeah. Place called the Dream Yard. I like some of the Dream Mist that a Pokemon there called Muna gives off. Game Sync. I don't know what she's talking about there. I never used the Game Sync or Dream World stuff much. I think I used Entralink a little bit with my brothers, but like bare minimum. So I'm not that familiar with those Gen 5 features, and they're lost to history now. Team Check, of course. Right now it's just Ottawa, the Panpour, and Toronto, the Snivy. I don't especially want to teach Cut to either of them, so I might somebody out of the box, or even catch somebody new just to learn it. Break Nuzlocke rules just for an HM. I think I'm fine with that. It's not really a Nuzlocke challenge anyway. Yeah, I'll go catch another Purloin or something, I think. And then we'll go to the Dream Yard. So that we can get that Dream Mist for Fennel. Excuse me. Patrat, can that learn Cut? Probably, right? But I'm not certain. You would think it could. Maybe I should just catch another one if that's what this is. I don't think Lillipup can learn Cut, though. Purloin definitely can. No nickname on this one once I caught it because it's just for HM purposes. Doesn't really get to be part of the team. Alright. And this new second Purloin will, yeah, get to learn Cut. Lucky it. Alright, let's go to the Dream Yard. Sounds like a fun and wholesome time where nothing will go wrong. Of course, we've already started to explore there a little bit, but now we get to go inside. Oh, and Bianca's here. I was gonna say when I heard the Dream Yard music, this is another one of those Pokemon games where back in its day, I usually played it with the sound off. Nowadays, when I do a first playthrough, I always have sound on, all the way through at least the first playthrough. But I didn't appreciate what we had with Pokemon music when I was younger. Like Gen 4, Gen 5 times. And so, already as I'm playing through this game, I'm noticing some tracks that I've heard in other places, but I didn't know where in Pokemon they were from, or at least I didn't remember. The StreamYard theme being one of them. I'm sure there'll be more as we go through this, so that's fun. really underappreciated Pokemon music. Yeah, I don't know exactly when, but, you know, back then. Anyway, here's Amuna. Oh, wait. And here's Team Plasma. Now, this is our second encounter with Team Plasma. They actually were introduced pretty early, all the way back in Accumula Town. Some evil teams show up a fair bit later than that for the first time in their games. But, of course, there, Getsus was talking a big game about animal rights. I mean, Pokemon rights, Pokemon liberation. Team Plasma looked pretty nice. It seemed like they were kind of convincing some of the people of sleepy Accumula Town, even as those people have perfectly ordinary bonds with Pokemon in their day-to-day lives. Now we're going to get a look at a different side of Team Plasma. Come on, make some Dream Mist. Cornering it, they're intimidating it. Who are you? What are you doing? We're Team Plasma. We battle day and night to liberate Pokemon from foolish humans, so more of an aggressive edge here, right? Pokemon Muna and Musharna emit a mysterious vapor called Dream Mist, which shows people's dreams. We're going to use that to make people want to release their Pokemon. We'll show them dreams to manipulate their hearts. Boom, kicks it. I have seen around the internet that some people thought this was kind of inconsistent of Team Plasma when they were first playing through the games, right? The Team Plasma, on some level, they seem like true believers in their cause, and on some level, they're kind of just abusive jerks, right? Of course, it's made much clearer in Black 2 and White 2. Some people probably picked up on it in their first playthrough, but as we know now, the reality is that there are two sides to Team Plasma, right? There are two. This is going to show up a lot throughout the whole story. There are two different kinds of Team Plasma member: the true believers and the opportunistic criminals. Getsus is the latter and pretends to be the former, but for the most part, the grunts are pretty straightforward about who they are. So we've seen one side of Team Plasma, now we see the other one. It's both groups under the same umbrella. For now. Spit out that Dream Mist. You're Trainers 2. That's right, we're Pokemon Trainers 2, but we're fighting for a different reason. Unlike you two, we're fighting for the freedom of Pokemon. Some of them mean that, some of them don't. Setting Pokemon free means that we win Pokemon battles to take Pokemon by force. So on that note, we are going to rescue your Pokemon from you. Yeah, isn't that convenient? It is a nice layer to the story of these games. Team Plasma are a pretty cool evil team for having those two different sides to them that are kind of always in tension with each other, but don't properly come into conflict until the sequels. It is a little bit more depth than most evil teams have. Anyway, this Patrat could be an issue. I might have to switch to Toronto. Maybe not, if it keeps biting like that. We're gonna chance it. Nice. I thought that would probably KO. Anyway, there goes our first Team Plasma grunt. Plasma! You're not taking them seriously because they're kids? Well, whatever. I'm next. Alright, so she's going to take me seriously. With that Purloin. Sure. I don't think Ottawa gets one-shot by this, but I also don't think Ottawa wins this if it attacks every turn, so I'm just going to switch it now. I don't have a wild encounter in the Dream Yard, do I? I only have the gift Panfor. So I can get an encounter right after this. Nice. But yeah, this is a very revealing moment about what's going on under the surface with Team Plasma. Even as it can be a little bit hard to interpret if you're encountering it for the first time in your first playthrough. In hindsight, it's pretty clear. Plasma! This is a nightmare. I can't believe we lost, but we have to obtain the Dream Mist. Gonna kick Muna again? Yep. And here's their boss to yell at them. And there he is again! We, Team Plasma, shall separate Pokemon from foolish people. And there he is in one place now. He gets this when he's gathering followers, or gets this when he's trying to control people by tricking them with speeches. Huh. Well, that's pretty straightforward about what's going on with Getsus, huh? I forgot that they dropped that obvious a hint this early. Really letting us... It's interesting, because when Team Plasma was announced, a lot of players kind of thought they had a point, even, and that this was going to be a more nuanced conflict than most Pokemon games, and it is sort of going to be as we learn more about N, but... Yeah, I did kind of forget that they laid it on this thick, this early, that Team Plasma is not really on the level. Yeah, this is Getsus when a plan has failed, and he's about to issue punishment. Yeah, and it's pretty clear here that Getsus is a scary guy. Musharna tapping into their knowledge of him to give them that scary dream. There's Musharna. A person called Getsus appeared all over the place. I also like the take on this from, I think, the old Nuzlocke comics, where in that version they're like, oh no, it's Getsus, and behind him is Satan. Anyway. Here's Fennel. Couldn't wait, so I came over. Is that Musharna? Nice cry. Gen 5 Pokemon cries really are sort of next level compared to the cries from the first 4 generations. Musharna is a nice example. Well, you see, Muna was here, but Team Plasma and Muna and Musharna came, and it showed us something like a dream, and then Team Plasma. Well, that's a clear explanation. Thank you, Bianca. Musharna was from Muna, so seeing Muna in trouble, it uses power making dreams into... Oh, sorry. It uses power making dreams into reality to save Muna. Making dreams into reality, that implies that it really conjured a Getsus and wasn't just an illusion. Probably reading too much into it. Which means, wait a second. Aha, Dream Mist. Is this Dream Mist? Sure is. And her research is done. She got the Dream Mist and that's it. No more work to do. Bianca's gonna go look for the Pokemon we saw just now. She will, of course, catch Muna. I don't know that it's the same individual Muna, but I kind of like the implication that it might be. Dream Yard encounter. It's a Patrat. Alright. Well, so it goes. Counter a Patrat, catch a Patrat. I don't get my own Muna, I guess. Uh-oh. Well, we'll work around that by just throwing a ball. I can weaken it some more when the bite is over. For a second there, I thought there'd be no need. Well, one more shot. They both struck 3 times. Oh well. Now we get another shot to weaken it. This ball will catch it, right? Nice. Alright. We're naming this one Gatineau. I forgot to adjust the volume to be consistent with the first episode. Hang on. I don't know if anyone's complaining about that in the comments already, but... There, now it's at the same level as before. Anyway, let's round up some items. And then move on. How do I get... Oh, right, this way. I catch Latios or Latios over here? Not yet, huh? Alright, that was the Dream Yard. Guess we'll go to the Pokemon Center and then Fennel's house. I don't feel very motivated to train Gastineau, so... I mean, I'll keep it in the party for now, because why not, but... I don't think I'm about to swap it to the front. I'll get some more Pokemon soon. Maybe something cool like a Blitzel or a Timber. That'll take some luck, of course. We'll see. Actually, I guess a Throw or Sock would be better than a Timber. But that'll definitely take some luck. Anyway, ta-da! Thanks to you, I got some Dream Mist, and now I can collect save files of various trainers. Thank you very much. As a token of my appreciation, I will give you this Sea Gear to use. The Sea Gear is a device related to communications, such as infrared connection or Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Alright, I'm sure that all makes sense in universe. There's the Sea Gear. No, not really any point turning that on. Yeah, okay, GameSync, I'd like to explain a little more about the system to collect trainer save files. Sure. Now, GameSync can retrieve memories of sleeping Pokemon using Dream Mist. That's right, we can collect save files of trainers from all over the world. What's more, we learned that if you use GameSync to make a Pokemon sleep, it will have dreams. Then, when you wake up that Pokemon, its dream becomes reality in a space called Entralink in the middle of the Unova region. Isn't GameSync interesting? If you like, please send your save file. I've summed up the details in the PC, so please check it if you get a chance. And now we'll meet Amanita. Oh, trainer, thank you very much for helping Fennel. This is from me. Please take it, don't be shy. Palpad. Okay, sure. You can register your friends, yeah. After you register, you can link with those friends over Nintendo Wi-Fi connection to do all kinds of fun things. You could trade Pokemon, challenge your friends to a battle, and so on. Let me give you a quick how-to on registering your friends. You can either input your friend's code or use the IR feature, then you can register your friend. I definitely did battle my brothers with the infrared connection sometimes back then, but overall, man, what a bunch of clunky exposition. And I do not think I paid much attention to it in my first playthrough. I'm pretty sure I didn't know what was going on with some of that stuff they talked about. I never did look into the Dream World stuff. To this day, I don't know how it worked. I know hidden abilities, whatever exactly one did with the Dream World, and again, I genuinely don't know, even though I was playing back then. It was the original way to get hidden abilities, and people called them Dream World abilities. And I guess as an in-universe explanation, the Pokemon dreams of having this ability and it becomes reality is a pretty reasonable explanation for that, huh? But yeah. I might want to look into how that stuff worked and what was actually going on there, because I did not pay much attention to it. That's a bit of a flaw of mine with Pokemon sometimes. Some new feature comes out that doesn't grab my attention immediately, and I just don't really ever look into it. Like, I never tried Pokepelago when Gen 7 was current. I found out later how nice it is for EV training and used it like during Sword and Shield years. But yeah, sometimes I just don't care to learn something like that unless I know that I have a good reason to. And I just miss out on those kinds of features. Anyway. Here's the daycare. Here's a schoolyard where we can have some battles. What's in here first? Oh yeah, she'll heal my Pokemon. I knew there was something useful in here. Are you familiar with double battles? Yes. I do have a gym badge after all. Well, I didn't do a double battle for it. But yeah, you could say we're familiar with double battles on this channel. You could say we know a thing or two about them. Roar! Wait, how do I get the other kid now? There we go. Yeah, yeah! Seriously, guys are all just little boys. Happen to be the daughter of the couple running the Pokemon daycare next door. Parents and daughter all bringing up youngsters for a living. Helping Pokemon people grow up healthy is a wonderful thing. Aw, that is very wholesome. This is a nice little spot to have in this region. I like it. Pokemon battling is very popular at the daycare. If you go to the playground, you'd be pestered into the battling. Oh, I will. Sometimes they let us play with Pokemon. What a nice place. I'm glad they have all this around the daycare in this game. Usually the daycare is kind of unremarkable, but learn different moves. Yeah, so you have to be careful. Yeah, that's why I don't like to use the daycare for training. Anyway. Battle time. And we're not even battling the children first. I feel invincible because I'm surrounded by the smiles of children in Pokemon. What a nice little area. Good thing Team Plasma won't be showing up soon to ruin it, right? Anyway. I think Ottawa can probably handle this little pup. Especially if it doesn't attack. And there's a Muna. I could lick, but that's not very strong, and also I think Muna gets synchronized, so let's see what Water Gun does. Not that much, but it's workable. Also, if it keeps using Defense Curl, well, you know, that's all the more reason to go for Water Gun. Snivy doesn't have a special attack yet. Yawn's not great. Alright, I guess we switch around that move. I don't even have Leash Seed yet. That would be nice to have here, but nope. Dry Wave. A little bit of a weird animation for that move, but it's a weird move. And there goes the Mona. Hey, trainer, have a battle with me. Absolutely. Yeah, alright, let's just try to win this Panpour duel. Sorry, 1 second. Just answering a message. Alright, let's deal with this Panpour now. Trainer, I want to play with you. These kids are so full of energy and enthusiasm. And as we think about the Team Plasma stuff and the broader storyline of this game, they're growing up in such a fun, wholesome, healthy way with Pokemon. I guess all the more reason that the game is really, or all the more ways that the game is really laying on very clearly early on where we're supposed to stand on this particular conflict. So we should be able to handle this Panpour easily, but the full paras are a bit of a problem, huh? And by Panpour, I mean Panseer. Whoops. Anyway, I'll go heal Ottawa at the human daycare before... Actually, the next one's going to have a Pansage, so I might as well just switch Ottawa out against that and then go heal on my way out of here. This kid is my favorite. I've never forgotten this kid's dialogue. Take this, Hyper Beam. Dream big, right? Alright, there goes Pansage. I was gonna say the easiest one for my starter to handle, but that's not true, obviously. I know I might be bad at rock, paper, scissors, we've established in this series, but I know my type matchups. I just didn't need to switch to Toronto to beat the Panpour. Hyper Beam? Oh, my Pokemon can't really use it yet. I don't know very much about Pokemon, so I just want to use really cool moves. Yeah, this kid is one of my favorite random trainers in this game. Anyway, go down the slide, of course. Gotta actually use the playground while we're here. And then it's time to fight some more small children. Over here. Now we're gonna know about double battles. Not rock, paper, scissors, but certainly double battles. Nice, the double up knocks out the Purloin, and there's just the other Purloin. I was hoping it wouldn't use Growl, and it didn't. And so here we go. Oh, didn't quite get the KO this time, but it's okay. It's not like it's doing much damage back. Close it out with a tackle. We're all set. Ottawa wants to learn Fury Swipes. Might as well drop Scratch for that. And here's Charon. Still lurking. Black, stop! They're dramatic, as always. We both have a trio badge, so let's see which of us is stronger. Alright. You still leading with Tepig? Because I have some bad news if you are. Yeah, I thought so. This time I'm actually ready, unlike last time. Shouldn't be losing any team members to this Tepig this time. And if I do, hey, have Gatineau. Uh-oh. Well, still not losing any team members here. I see, so that's how you battle. Out of the way! Who could this be? Of course. And there they go. What was that about? Bianca? Why are you running? Poor Bianca can't get a break. Team Plasma, huh? Hey, where were those people headed? That way, but. Why are you running now? Oh, seriously, they run so fast. Miss. Oh, my Pokemon? It'll be okay, don't cry. Bianca, really? Why were you running? Bianca, look, she's doing her best here, but not great at getting information across sometimes, huh? You have to hear this. Those people stole this girl's Pokemon. You should have spoken up sooner. See, I'm kind of with Sharon on this one. Black, we're going to get that Pokemon back. Bianca, please stay by that girl's side. Let's see what this item is first. Wait, I'm on Route 2 now, right? So, or Route 3. Where am I? Hang on. Route 3. I get an encounter. But I think I want, if I can, to save it for down here. I think the encounters might be different down there. Maybe I'm misremembering. So, okay, let's just go in here for now. Oh, good point. I actually should heal my team first. Thanks, Sharon. Ottawa's pretty low. What if I go down here and get an encounter right away? Yeah, I knew the answer to that. Please, Black. Team Plasma took that Pokemon. Get it back. Alright. Don't have to keep pushing me over and over to do the right thing. But yeah, healing first. Alright, let's go. Interesting music. Black, this bothersome bunch doesn't really listen to reason. That child cannot use a Pokemon to its full potential. Oh yeah, that seems consistent with a Pokemon Liberation worldview. That's what you're worried about. They're not a good enough trainer. Doesn't that make the Pokemon sad? It's the same thing for all of your Pokemon, so hand them over to us now. Better yet, we'll just take them. Yeah, this game is... I mean, I knew it wasn't subtle, but it's less subtle than I remembered, huh? These people just put a thin layer of Pokemon Liberation ideology on. Like, literally, we'll use your Pokemon better than you, give them to us, ha ha ha. Of course, later we'll meet grunts who are conflicted about what they're doing, grunts who really believe it. We'll meet the whole range. Which, like I keep saying, definitely makes Team Plasma one of the more nuanced and interesting evil teams in the series. Not that that's a very high bar, but they clear it pretty nicely. Anyway, the battles are still not much to write home about. What? How could we lose when we have right on our side? Yeah, okay. Not bad, Black. Okay, go return the Pokemon to that girl. You don't need to return it! And there are two more grunts in this cave for some reason. What are they doing here? Who's to say? How troublesome. Not only do you fail to understand, but you actually got in our way to boot. There's two of you and two of us. We'll show you our combined power and teach you we were right. So there were more of that. So, we just had our first double battle. Now we get a double battle with villains. Multi-battle with villains, even. Very nice. Why are Pokemon robbers acting so self-righteous? Black. We've been friends our whole lives. We've got each other's back when it counts. Let's show them how it's done. See, Sharon gets it. Why are Pokemon robbers acting so self-righteous? Because it gives them just the thinnest layer of cover. their evil intentions. Much like some real world people these days. We should probably leave it at that in a Pokemon playthrough. Alright, I'll just spam Water Gun here. Detect on the one I targeted. That's rude. Alright, that's fine. I'll pivot to targeting the one that already has damage on it. Kick them while they're down. The one that's not spamming Detect every turn. Nice crit. Alright, 2 battles, 3 Patrat. 2 Plasma not sending their best so far in multiple ways. Plasma... What? Did we lose? In order to liberate Pokemon from foolish people, we will take their Pokemon. Whatever, what a waste of time. Come on, what reason could possibly justify stealing Pokemon from people? Pokemon trainers like you are making Pokemon suffer. What do you mean trainers are making Pokemon suffer? I don't get that at all. We'll give you back the Pokemon, but be aware of how this Pokemon suffers from being used by people. Someday open your eyes to your own complicity. Give me a break. Charon is just having none of this. And I guess it's partly because he's supposed to be the idealistic character in the core group, but it does make it very conveniently easy for him to call these guys out for what they are. Trainers bring out their Pokemon's strength. Pokemon believe in their trainers and respond to that. I don't understand what about that makes Pokemon suffer. Okay, Black, I'll return the Pokemon. Yeah. If I get to that cloud without an encounter, I might be able to get a Drillbur. But I didn't want to use the Repel to rig it. That kind of felt like cheating. Instead, the encounter here is a Roggenrola. I kind of want to Water Gun it and see if it has Sturdy, but I guess Lick is more responsible. Nice para. This is Gen 5, so this is the first generation where Sturdy is a built-in Focus Sash, and I think Roggenrola might actually all have it in this game. But no, maybe they get another ability. I actually think they probably get another ability. So this probably was the safest way. Bit of wishful thinking there. Alright, honestly, how badly do I want this Roggenrola? I'm gonna use a, I don't want to tackle it at reduced accuracy until it's weak. I'm gonna use a Vine Whip, and if it faints, it faints. I can't fully evolve it anyway. Oh my god. You're at -1 accuracy. It shouldn't be this hard to land a Vine Whip. There we go. Oh, that didn't do much at all. I can use another one. If it ever connects. Wait 1 second. There we go. What am I doing? Still trying to land another Vine Whip. Alright, its ear is hexagonal in shape, completely compressed underground. Its body is as hard as steel. We're gonna name it. Almost misspelled it. Montreal. Thief TM. That actually... Is that useful right now? It actually might be. 40 base power. Let's see if any of my team can learn it. I think it might be worth teaching Thief to Ottawa over Lick. I mean, yeah, it's better than Lick, right? Only thing is, doesn't have the para chance. Oh well. I'll go heal, then do this dialogue. Oh, I guess I have to do this first. Alright. Bianca, as always, keeping me on task. Two of us helped to get the Pokemon back. She's lucky to have friends like us. Thank you, mister. Please take these as a thank you present. Heal balls. That's cool. Ooh, those are heal balls. They completely heal the captured Pokemon on the spot. How sweet of you. Alright. And Bianca helps her get back to the daycare. I'm going that way anyway to heal my Panpour, but yeah, solid team up there. From all three of us, huh? Including Bianca. I made fun of her a little bit, but she very much did her part. I don't think Charon could comfort a kid like that. And I don't think a silent protagonist is very comforting either. Alright. Encounter time. Once again. I can get this item while I'm here too. A Blitzel, just like I wanted. Maybe I should have saved the Montreal nickname for this. Oh well. Oh, okay, another tackle might knock it out, huh? And I don't especially want to switch to, Ottawa. I guess I could switch to Montreal. Let's try a Pokeball first. That'll work just fine. Its mane shines when it discharges electricity. They use their flashing manes to communicate with each other. The jump from singular to plural is a little odd there, though I understand why. No, it uses flashing mane to communicate with others. No, that's slightly not ideal writing. No big deal. I forgot to nickname it, didn't I? Alright, I got distracted by the grammar of the Pokedex entry, and I forgot to nickname the Pokemon. Let me figure out where the name rater is in this region. This Blitzel's nickname will be Quebec. But where's the name rater? Castelia City. Okay. That's not too far off. That's next episode. Holding a cherry berry. Will be nicknamed Quebec. Modest nature. Alright, that's something I want to keep in mind. Zebstrika can be a physical attacker, but I probably don't want that on this one. Knows quick attack, tail weapon, charge, so not making the best use of that modest nature right now. Also, I forgot to look at Montreal. The Roggenrola does indeed have sturdy, along with tackle, harden, sand attack, and headbutt. And I actually probably should train this, because the next two gyms are normal and bug. I don't have a lot for Berg right now, especially. Carrying an Everstone. Okay, definitely don't want to let it hold that. You a trainer? Yep. Now I get to show off everything I learned in the trainer school. Alright. And it's kind of nice how before they throw us into, well, I guess literally the big city, Castelia City, and the broader region beyond that with its untamed wilds and, you know, Ferris wheels and stuff. We get such an explicitly early game area. Trainer school, daycare, preschool. This guy talking about what he learned. The Dream Yard is a nice, sort of fantastical early location. Some pretty cool region design so far. And, you know, soon we're going to see big bridges and stuff, so that's cool too. Anyway, let's just headbutt through this Blitzel. Good experience. Sharon's gonna teach me about the dark grass. I don't really feel like messing with that, so I got the encounter earlier. Although I guess you could... I forgot to get the item over here. I think there's a trainer battle too. I guess given that there's a double battle chance in the dark grass, you could slightly manipulate encounters with that in a way that doesn't feel like cheating to me. Pokemon look quite good. This is still random what 2 you get. Uh-oh. Don't like to see that. Oh, well, another headbutt might just KO before it gets the damage off. Better hope so. But it will. Yeah, there's no way the roll is that bad. All these Bide users, though. I wonder if it's kind of scary to Nuzlocke this game with an actual chance of failure. I haven't tried it that I can recall. But yeah, Bite is a troublesome move for sure. Bite, not so much, at least coming from a Lillipup. Although those flinches are not, you know, those flinches count as troublesome, I think. But hey, it only got 2, so we still win that. Oh, she also has a Pidove. Okay. I didn't pay any attention to how many Pokemon she had until now, but this is the last one. I don't have a rock attack to hit it with, but oh, that was a crit. Still didn't do too much, and these headbutts are doing good damage. I am kind of burning through their PP already, but you know what? Montreal also looking a tiny bit low. Might as well just go heal again before I proceed further. Why not? Pokemon trainers spend that much time together, they naturally understand each other. You don't say. Oh, you can get Blitzel in this grass up here. It's not different from the later grass. I don't know why I thought all these years that it was. Doesn't matter. I have my Blitzel already. I just have to make sure I rename it in Castelia City. An encounter on the very next tile. Okay, great. It's Lillipup, sure. Another Repel. I only have the 2, right? I haven't bought any yet. That's okay, I don't need them on this route. Alright, and off we go once again. I think there's an item or something through here. Battle first. Even if Pokemon have not been fully trained, they can show their potential depending on their trainer's style. Okay. A Woobat? That would have been an interesting Wellspring Cave encounter. But it wasn't to be this time. Also, it would be better into Bird, because I'm still worried about his Leavanny. I really don't have much for that. Oh well, still a ways off. Maybe I'll get a good bug type myself or something in Pinwheel Forest. Wait, hold on. I've been thinking up to now about Pinwheel Forest, the outer area that I can access before the next gym. However, I believe it is the same area as the inside of the forest, so I'm just realizing now, I'm only getting one encounter from both of those combined. I'm gonna have to choose which one I want it to be from. And as much as I'd like a fighting type to help me with Lenora, given that I now have Montreal, learning Rock Blast at this very moment, and given that I am kind of worried about Berg's Leave Annie, I think I am better off getting my Pinwheel Forest encounter inside the forest. So I think we're skipping the fighting type this time. No item there. I think we're skipping the fighting type. In that case, I might want to stock up on repels and still battle the trainers there without getting a wild encounter. Just gonna be careful running away from this Blitzle. Not risk losing Montreal to an electric attack that it might have or something. That's good, that probably means my Blitzle will learn Shockwave soon and make use of that modest nature. Anyway. Might as well get this. A Pidove. Goodbye. That was at the same level as that Blitzle, wasn't it? Maybe the Dark Grass was not that much scarier. It's best to use what you have learned in order to master it. By the way, we haven't gotten any of the big bridges yet, but nice scenic little bridge here. I like this route quite a bit, as I've been saying for a while now. Let's see what Montreal can do to this Patrat. Even a bite shouldn't do too much damage. Let's see what Rock Blast does. Nothing into a Detect. Great. Love NPCs who just spam Protect and Detect in single battles. Nothing but time wasting. Alright. 4 hits would have KO'd. Not bad. We could take the KO here and then switch out to someone else. Oh, we were speed tying, huh? Well, good thing we didn't get crit or something. That could have been bad. I did not realize that was going to be a speed tie. Anyway. I do still think I should battle the trainers at the outer edge of Pinwheel Forest, so yeah, I'll just have to have repels up. Wait! Hold on! What if the Pokemon are at a high enough level that the repels don't keep them away? I don't know what levels they're at. Can you stop landing every hit on me? Oh my god. Alright, this is better not 5 hit. Good. Okay. Yeah, what if a repel doesn't do it? I mean, I guess if I lead Toronto, it's fine, but is that where I want the experience to go? Maybe it is. I'm gonna be careful and go heal. A Servine would be nice to have at the gym, so yeah, maybe that's the solution. Just lead Toronto in that area with repels up. I do think I prefer that to not going there before the gym. And you know, if someone throws a Pidove at me or something, I can switch Montreal in there. Anyway, almost done with this very pleasant little route here. One more item, one more trainer. We'll come back with Surf later, I'm sure. An Awakening. Might be nice when Bianca starts showing up again with her Muno. I was just thinking about a new battle strategy. Alright. Good job, school kid. Edgar. I was just thinking about rock blasting your Pidove, though. What's your strategy for that? Okay. And he's got his own rock and roller. Nice. There we go. Always a little weird to me that you can see the recording date when I go through those gates. Come with me a sec. Is this music again? If you go straight from here, there's Pokemon Center, and use these if you want. Okay, Chesto Berries. Give your Pokemon a Chesto Berry to hold. Then if it ever falls asleep, it will wake up immediately. Another piece of advice, Nacrene City's gym leader uses normal types. If you have a fighting type Pokemon, it might give you a big advantage. Well, yeah, we've talked about that already. Let's go to the Pokemon Center first, so that I remember to buy repels while I'm here. And then explore the city. Am I really carrying 6 Pokemon? I guess with that extra Purloin I am. What are you doing? You look like you're hiding, but I guess not. You know a Pokemon called Audino. Inside when walking, gives a lot of experience. Kind of friendly. Yep. Buy 30 repels. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, Black 2 and White 2 are the first games where you can just auto-reuse repels when they run out, so I will be having to go into the bag for these ones. This is the very last game where that's the case. When you choose help at the PC, you can learn many things. It's so cool. Alright, that's a little weird. Heard that the fossils in the museum were found in Twist Mountain. Then a person called Clay apparently donated them to the museum. Yeah, that guy's everywhere. We'll meet him later. What was that about help? Oh, okay. It is just a big info. It's like all the trainer tips signs from the classic games compiled into one PC menu. Nacrene City is highly fashionable, a highly fashionable and admired locale. Contrary-wise, alright, that's a new word to me. If you happen to be a bit ordinary, here that's cool in its own way. What's going on here? Art? My name is Lobloli. I'm a designer of decor items, but I'm stuck now. I just can't come up with a good design. I've been thinking about decor so great that it will appear in a dream. Some Dream World stuff? I don't know. Also, is her name a reference to anything? Don't know the answer to that either. Tell me if you know. About any of what I just talked about. Oh my, what a lovely trainer. What kind of Pokemon do you have? Oh, you're Roggenrola. It's a little bit friendly to you, something like that. Okay, so there's the friendship checker. Pokemon you get through trades grow up fast, but be careful. If a traded Pokemon grows up too much, it won't listen to you, but if you have a lot of badges, you'll be okay. Speaking of trainer tips, you have a Pokemon called Cottony. Would you trade it for my Petalil? I don't have one. That would be a Pinwheel Forest encounter that would be not great right now, as much as I like Whimsicott. I have a grass type already, and yeah, I've put thought into my Pinwheel Forest encounter in hope of getting a bug, but that's a ways off. It's a next episode question. Back to exploring the city. Even though it's just an old warehouse, it's become so popular, it makes me think makes me take a second look at what I think things are worth. That's a nice message. They're selling something good inside. Okay, let me see what's over here first. Just a fence. Thought there might be an item on this side or something, but there isn't. Oh, there are two. I can access both of these warehouses. Maybe this is the one they were talking about? Maybe not. Berg used this warehouse until 2 years ago. When Berg gets artist block, he comes back here to Nacrene City. That thing you have is a Pokedex. Wow, cool! You collect Pokemon. Okay, I'll help you. Which Pokemon do you choose at the beginning of your journey? I chose Snivy. Do I have a Snivy? Yeah. Or do I have Snivy? The Snivy I chose with me, presumably. You have Snivy, then I will give you this. When you let your Pokemon hold it, it can raise the power of Grass-type moves. Nice! That is helpful. A lot of items have effects when Pokemon hold them, so try to find them. We'll work hard to fill up your Pokedex. Good luck. I'll give that Miracle Seed to Toronto right now. Might actually be helpful against Lenora or something. She's probably just going to say the same, yeah, but thought I'd check whether she had any more dialogue. Berg is an artist and also the gym leader in Castelia City. We want to be like him. Okay, fair enough, cool. Now, are they selling anything cool in this warehouse? Looks like it. I started a shop in this warehouse. Welcome, may I help you? Oh, I don't consider those things very cool, but okay. Dire Hit. In Unova, it's called Dire Hit. Huh? No difference? What? Anyway, at a battle, it's very powerful when a move is a critical hit. Is there a Japanese pun or something in here that they just couldn't translate, so they turned it into this joke instead? Or is the joke the same in Japanese? Does anyone know? Now I traded a Pokemon holding an item. DS wireless communication is great. Yeah, that Dire Hit joke definitely seems like it might be something they had to change in translation, but I have no idea. And I don't know how I would find out. I can't read Japanese. Maybe I can look into it somehow. How do you like the sound of accordions? Alright. Welcome to Cafe Warehouse, a stylish cafe in a rural area. I watched a video about Pokemon region design lately. I honestly don't remember the name of the YouTuber who made it, but they pointed out how a lot of these cities in Unova have a lot of character, and this one is no exception with its, you know, small-ish town, rural-ish, old working town turned into an artist's haven, warehouse, cafe shop aesthetic. It's pretty cool. And definitely one small piece of an interesting take on the first America-based region, huh? Anyway, welcome to Cafe Warehouse, a stylish cafe in a rural area. Our cafe is a special on Wednesdays. Here have a soda pop. Enjoy the taste of our specialty. Nice. Huh. I mean, maybe you could say that Nacrene City is kind of gentrified, but this is the Pokemon world. We don't have to think about things like that, do we? Anyway, got some ace trainers here. When you battle a friend using wireless communication, you can use items using the Wonder Launcher. Yeah, I definitely used to do that with my brothers. The Wonder Launcher was kind of fun. Yes, I know. If you have a Wonder Launcher, energy will be charged, and you can use various items. I wouldn't want it in competitive play, of course, but it was kind of fun. The Striaton City gym leaders are a great triplet combo. The Grass-type Pokemon user Silent chooses great tea leaves. The Water-type Pokemon user Crest prepares the best water. And the Fire-type Pokemon user Chili pours hot water at the right heat. No wonder their tea is the best. As much as we talked about the rock, paper, scissors stuff, I do also like how those three different triplets bring their skills together like that. The tea is a nice bit of lore and maybe a nice metaphor for some stuff. You know about the battle box. I've heard it is a useful function you can use in a Pokemon Center. Well, that's very enlightening. Thanks. Looks like I can't talk to the barista. She's busy anyway. She's just running around all day. Hope she's paid well. But it's a Pokemon world. We don't worry about such things, right? As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter that the cafe is in a rural area that nobody knows. Oh, that was the whole thought? Okay. Nobody knows the site of the Nacrene Museum and apparently the Great Artist's Haven of Unova? I don't know about that one. Speaking of which, here's the museum. But we're not going to go in yet. For reasons. I am a poet. I write poems. Every day I stretch my imagination and devote myself to my creative activity. People dream when sleeping, but if a Pokemon dreams, I cannot even imagine how it is. Okay. Didn't 100% follow the thread there, but I'm not a poet. Even the same kind of Pokemon can have different natures. I play the guitar and have Pokemon battles every day. I keep doing that because I enjoy it. Awesome. Can't go in there. Done that one already, I think. Yeah, for sure. Alright, so that just leaves the museum. But for unspecified reasons, we're going to save the museum for after we go over here. This is indeed Pinwheel Forest, so we're going to try to avoid an encounter here. Rock Smash TM. Actually a pretty decent TM for this early point in this game with a normal gym coming up, and nice that it isn't an HM anymore, because I don't have to worry about deleting it later. But yeah, it is genuinely a pretty valuable TM for where it's placed in this game. They did a good job with that. Montreal and Ottawa can both learn it. I think I'll teach it to both of them. On Montreal, I'll drop Sand Attack. And on Ottawa, I'll drop... Honestly, Fury Swipes. It's not a good move. It's just gonna frustrate me by missing things if I keep it. And hey, that gives me a little more to work with against Lenora. And well, her gym trainers at least. If you go straight, it doesn't take long, but if you go the wrong way, it's a maze. Is Pinwheel Forest a path or a maze for you? Pinwheel Forest is cool too. I do like how it's laid out, but we'll see it soon. Ish. The inside of it. Soon-ish. Let's fight this nurse. After which she'll heal our Pokemon, of course, whatever we want. Luna. Try to Rock Blast that. And actually, Montreal and Toronto are at the same level now, so I don't have to worry about moving Toronto to the front. But I will anyway, because I think evolving Toronto before the gym would be pretty cool. Yeah, she heals the team. And despite the first thing I just said, but because of the second, I will go ahead and move Toronto to the front of the party. I do want to train Quebec the Blitzel, but I want the actual nickname on it first. That seems fair, right? Especially since the name Raider is not too far off. Hi, trainer. Please show us what kinds of Pokemon you were training. More preschoolers, nice. We got the Challenge Rock coming up. Nice little symbol of, well, the challenge that new trainers are taking on as, of course, after Pinwheel Forest. I'm getting ahead of myself once again, but Pinwheel Forest, kind of the traditional early game forest area after all this preschool and school kid stuff. And then we cross a big bridge, and then we're really in the big leagues in Castelia City. So yeah. I keep saying it over and over. I don't think I have to after this, but this quiet little remote area of the region is a really nice starting point for this story. Anyway, let's tackle through this Cottony, and then it's probably a Petalil after that. Try to tackle through that too. Of course, it's Gen 5. Grass types are affected by moves like Stun Spore and Sleep Powder. But hopefully Toronto doesn't have to worry about that. Learning Leaf Tornado is nice. I will go right ahead and drop Vine Whip for that. You know what? I should have dropped Wrap. Leaf Tornado is low PP and iffy accuracy. Keeping Vine Whip would have been more useful, but I moved hastily there. I'm never using Wrap. Hopefully I'll delete it for Leech Seed or something soon. Yeah, there's a Sleep Powder. But that's okay. Don't think we're in too much danger while we just try to wake up. And look at that cute sleeping Snivy. What a great starter Pokemon. My favorite one, in fact, as you probably know if you're watching this channel. Oh, we woke up already. Nice. And grass types are always unaffected by Leech Seed. Doesn't matter what generation. Nice try there. We'll finish off the Petalil here. And I believe Toronto will evolve at level 17, so still one more level to go. Hi, trainer. Just the common greeting around here, I guess. Preschooler Homer. Going to rock and roll at us. Probably has sturdy. I think they pretty much all have sturdy in this game. That might even be the only non-hidden ability they get. I'm not certain. So we'll take this leaf tornado. But not very well. And we get the accuracy drop. Nice. Wow. They got us back for that immediately, but just land this tackle and we're good. Okay. Very close to evolving. Let's not encounter that Autono. Nice little open area down here. I'm brave and I'm bold. Okay, I'm brave and I'm bold. Let's get right to the battle. I've said it before, I said it in the Kalos playthrough, but I do kind of feel like recent Pokemon regions are kind of missing open wilderness areas. This isn't exactly what I had in mind. What I had in mind is more like some of the forested parts of Hoenn, where you get the feeling you're really exploring at the edge of society. Or especially something like the Whirl Islands in Johto, in the original Johto games, not the remakes as much, where there's nobody else there. That's the kind of thing that I say I miss in Pokemon regions, but I guess the Timeless Wood, there's some parts of Kitakami like the Timeless Woods that kind of invoke that a little bit, but evoke that a little bit, but yeah, that's what I miss in regions like Kalos and Alola. Unova's not great for that either, but it does at least have some nice open fields like this one. Anyway, time for the awkward middle stage of the Snivy family. Snivy is my favorite starter, but Servine is definitely not my favorite middle stage. But it's still a cool Pokemon, and of course, a step toward the ultimate Regal Serpent at the end of the evolution line. I'll just keep Toronto in front for now. I'm just gonna skip that dark grass. Pinwheel Forest is kind of a nice wilderness area, actually. It's not like uninhabited or anything, but I mean, it's got the trainers are like the trainers in the off-path area are like rangers jumping out of I don't know what. I don't really know what they're covered in, but you're climbing logs and stuff to get around. That's the kind of thing that I miss in more recent Pokemon games than this one. But Unova's a really solid region all around. It's got wilderness, it's got the best urban environments in the series up to that point. It's got fantastical places like Chargestone Cave. It's got cool big bridges. As much as I'm enjoying this basic early game area, I'm definitely also looking forward to re-exploring the rest of it once things really pick up on the other side of the Sky Arrow Bridge, or arguably even in Pinwheel Forest. But the inside part, not where we are right now. Anyway, let's Rock Blast this dog. Or I could Rock Smash it, I guess, but too late. Oh, now we can. Okay, we got some fighting type trainers, all the more reason not to have Montreal in front of the party. Guy trains like a madman, but we'll see what good that does him. I imagined myself catching a Timber at this point in this playthrough, but then I remembered mid-episode, you heard my live reaction to remembering it, that Pinwheel Forest is one area, and it's probably in my best interest to try to get a bug type to help me deal with Berg's Leavanny. And so here we are, no Timber for me. Like I said, just as well, I already have a 3-stage Pokemon that I can't fully evolve. Not really something I want to load up on. Anyway, there goes Mr. Energetic Black Belt Kentaro here. That's the challenge rock with my fist every day. It is important to make steady progress little by little. That's kind of a nice early game message too, isn't it? Really does feel like I'm playing an extended tutorial, but also I'm not mad at that at all because it's doing a pretty solid job of setting up the region and lore, and also the areas are fun to explore, and the gameplay is perfectly fine. I don't know how the same company that gave us this has all those awkward hour-plus tutorials that players complain about in pretty much every game after, pretty much every generation after the 5th one. They really nailed it here, and then something went wrong after that. Anyway, it's a challenge rock. I don't have a fighting type, so I can't challenge it. Here's a netball. That's kind of cool. Maybe I can use that on a bug type in the forest. Watch me do all this and then encounter a Cottony or Petalil, whichever one is common in black. Or are they version exclusive in the wild? Watch me do all this and then encounter whichever of those is in this game and not get my bug type. But hey, for now I can dream. What does the sign say? Pinwheel Forest, did you remember to pack an antidote? That's funny. And very practical in universe, but at Viridian Forest, when people my age were kids, I think Viridian Forest could have used a sign like that. Yeah, I really like that. Anyway, now we go to the museum, right? Oh wow, it's N. Hi. Want to see things no one can see. Details of Pokemon inside Pokeballs. The truth of how trainers should be. And a future where Pokemon will become perfect. You feel the same? Yes. That's so? I think my friends and I should test you to see if we can see this future too. Not really sure what I agreed to there. But it sounded nice. And that's how Team Plasma operates, I guess. That's how N was raised. Well, there's a little bit more than that to how N was raised. Anyway, here's a Pidove. So we'll switch to Montreal. None of these pigeons are holding up very well against the Rock Blast, but I believe the other two Pokemon will. Here's Timpole. We go right back to Toronto against this. And Timber. Ooh, almost one shot. But we'll close it out with a tackle. I'll probably want to lead Toronto against Lenora because she leads Herdier with Intimidate, I'm pretty sure. And said that he can't see the future. It's yet to be determined. Right now, my friends aren't strong enough to save all Pokemon. Maybe I can't solve the equation that will change the world. I need power. Power enough to make anyone agree with me. I wonder where he's going to find that. Oh, well, he's actually just going to tell us right now. Now I know what power I need. Zekrom. Legendary Pokemon that, along with the hero, created the Unova region. It's my turn to become that hero, and you and I will be friends. Alright, he's going after a legendary Pokemon. Probably nothing to worry about there. About to go into the normal gym, so I'll move Montreal to the front. Welcome to Nacrene Museum. They don't charge admission here. Well, they shouldn't when it's a gym. But, yeah, that's nice. Wow, whenever I look at this skeleton, I'm fascinated. Welcome, I'm Hawes, the assistant director. Since you were kind enough to visit, I'll give you a tour of the museum. Heck yeah, let's go. This skeleton is of a dragon-type Pokemon. There's a theory that it had an accident while it was flying around the world, and so it became a fossil. Okay. Kind of skipping some steps there, but sure. That is a really big Dragonite-looking skeleton. Now that I think about it, kind of feels like a callback to the giant Dragonite in the anime. They probably didn't do that intentionally, but look at that thing. Towering over me. I don't know how big Dragonite is canonically, I just remember that a lot of Pokemon are smaller than you'd think. Anyway, this rock is amazing. It's a meteorite. It contains some kind of energy from space. That's so cool. Oh, it's an ordinary old stone. It was found near the desert, but other than the fact that it's old, it doesn't seem to have any value. We only display it because it's rather pretty to look at. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll never have to think about that again. It's just an ordinary old stone after all. Pokemon gym is just beyond here. At the end of the gym, a very strong and kind gym leader is waiting. By the way, the gym leader, Lenora, happens to be my wife. Alright, well thank you. That was a nice tour, but I will do some exploring on my own before I go in. The gym leader studies fossils and ancient artifacts. Let's get this out of the way because it's just a silly ancient round stone, kind of worthless. Perhaps there's a Pokemon that came from space along with this meteorite. Perhaps. A space virus kind of Pokemon even. Maybe. Fossil Pokemon that's protected by a very hard shell. Nice Armaldo there. Skeletal specimen from a Pokemon that flew around the world. Nice. Doesn't it look enormous? And also like a Dragonite? Bones that were once carried as weapons by a certain kind of Pokemon. Wonder what that could be. Rare Pokemon from around the world. Museums are packed with adventure. I like that attitude. A mask that ancient people used to wear at festivals. Okay. A plate with an unknown script carved into it. Is there some Arceus stuff here? I don't know. And here's the gym. A Pokemon gym where a leader waits for a challenger at the back of a museum. It has a great atmosphere, doesn't it? So, I will give this to you. Okay, fresh water, nice. Gotta stay hydrated. All trainers in this gym use normal type Pokemon. This is just between you and me. Normal type Pokemon are weak against fighting type Pokemon. Around here, fighting type Pokemon show up around Pinwheel Forest. See what I mean? Still a tutorial section, really kind of going out of its way to make it easier for the player, but it's so much more fun than most tutorials in recent Pokemon games. They did something very right here. The Rock Smash TM also, fighting type coverage. They did something, we have to talk to people to find it. They did something very right here that they have not managed to do again. Unless I'm forgetting some game where they nailed it again, it's possible. Answering questions in the books, you move forward. First book is a nice meaty Pokemon. It also probably helps that they drop us into the big city. There's such a dramatic exit from this tutorial section over the Sky Area Bridge, and then they Sky Arrow Bridge, and then they drop us into the big city. I don't know. They did great here. Maybe I should stop implicitly bashing other Pokemon games and just appreciate this one. I knew these games were good, but like X and Y, if not quite on the same level, they are definitely holding up better after all these years than I even thought they would. Let's see how I feel after this gym. I hang around Nacrene Gym all the time. People call me a bookworm. I'll warn you now, I am strong because I spend the entire day either reading books or training Pokemon. And there's also a bunch that went into the game design and region design and whatnot here that I didn't appreciate when I was like 19 playing this for the first time. But so it goes. I mean, that's been the pattern, right? When I actually put in this effort to take these things in properly on the slower paced playthrough. I don't need a break soon. Good thing I'm in the gym. Words are starting to fail me. Anyway, rock smash through this. No words, just rock smash. Timely defense drop, considering that it used bide there. This should knock it out now. Nice. Mud slap. Honestly, yeah, I'll take that over Harden. Maybe a bookworm, but I'm not a bug Pokemon. First recommendation is a book called Nice to Meet You, Pokemon. The bookshelves for children's books are close to the entrance. This is the one. The small brown Pokemon, probably a Patrat, but it doesn't matter. Pokemon trainers, I am the gym leader Lenora. I hid 4 memos in this library. Each of them has a question. Can you solve the questions and come find me? Now, this is the first question. What is the first Pokemon that you met in this gym? The hint is it's on a bookshelf in the middle row. Now try to find it. So it's going to be over here, because I remember that... Biology of Snivy. I remember that... This is the last one. Actually, I do want to read the Biology of Snivy, just because I can. If they expose their tails to the sun by basking in a sunny place, they are in the middle of photosynthesis. That's it? Okay. What a good starter Pokemon, though, huh? Biology of Patrat. There we go. It describes Biology of Patrat. They communicate with each other by movement of their tails. Patrat raises his tail when it sees an enemy. As I thought, that question was easy. Well, this is the second question. Flame burns inside its body and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. Some of you may be reading it. Ah, well, you're probably reading a book. This is a good fake out. I'm reading a book about Tepig, right? Tepig's a fire type. Flame probably burns in his body, but the rest of the information doesn't quite fit. We're not talking about Tepig here. The answer may not be a living thing. Teehee. It's this one. The structure of a locomotive. That Tepig fake out is pretty cool. I do like that little twist on this puzzle. It's not like groundbreaking stuff, but I enjoy it. First herdier of the playthrough. No Intimidate though. So we keep rock smashing through our problems here. Be nice to get a defense drop. Offset that X defense. I'm not even sure this will KO. Nope. Just don't flinch. Nice. Never known anything once so powerful. Is it smoke from its head while it runs? By using steam power. The answer was colossal all along. It tricked me. It's impressive you found this place. That's what I'd expect from a challenger like you. Well, this is the third question. If you heat it up in a pot, it'll be delicious. What is this? Okay, great hint. Sweets for Pokemon. Poffins. Nice callback to Sinnoh. You managed to get here without being tricked by the questions? Now this is the last question. From this bookshelf, move 2 backward, 1 to the left, 2 forward, 1 to the right, and 1 backward. So it's just, just find out for yourself. It's just a full loop, and then 1 more back. So it's this one, but... you know what? I don't need to heal Montreal right now. I'll just use Toronto in this battle. Probably want to lead Toronto against Lenora anyway. Then I'll go heal before the gym leader. Can you challenge the gym leader if you win against me? How am I supposed to know that? But also, yes. Hehe, that is correct. Yeah, Leaf Tornado should be maybe even better than Rock Smash into these. Ah, looks like a bit of a wash. Can't believe I just got crit there, that's ridiculous. Of course, one downside to Leaf Tornado. Did I say Leaf Storm earlier? One downside to Leaf Tornado, it can miss. That part's not great. And since this is, by the way, when we get to Leaf Storm, won't be using that, I think. Since this is black and white, hidden abilities are Dream World abilities. There will be no Contrary Superior in this playthrough, unfortunately. So Leaf Storm is probably just not happening. Probably do Coil Leaf Blade stuff. That's generally what I've done in a playthrough with this Pokemon. Anyway, I'll go heal. And then just one more battle in this gym. The biology of Tepig. Gives off flames from its nostrils. When it's not well, it can give off only smoke. But not from it. Presumably that's not from its head while it runs. You know, if it's sick. Poor Tepig. Anyway, you managed to get here. Well done. You seem to have wisdom as well as strength. I look forward to our battle. Gym leader Lenora. Click. There's a switch under the book. For some reason, that bookshelf sliding out of the way never gets old for me. I always enjoy watching that, especially the bit at the end where it hits the wall. Look at that. The books are moving. The stack is getting less stable. Yeah, and then they fall at the end. That's some nice little animation there, actually. I mean, I don't know on a technical level anything about animation, but I enjoy watching it. And it's a nice little detail that the books fall over when the shelf moves. And that it builds up gradually like that. Kind of a weird underground lair for a gym leader to be hanging out in, but hey, that's how she set this up, and she is a fossil fiend, so maybe she's at home in a spot like this. Welcome. The director of the Nacrene Museum and the Nacrene Gym's leader is me, Lenora. Well then, Challenger, I'm going to research how you battle with the Pokemon you so lovingly raised. Really said, it's a me. Anyway. Two Pokemon, they are of course Herdier and Watchog. Nothing too crazy. But a fitting way to cap off this extended fun tutorial. Where I fought a lot of Lillipup and Patrat already. Anyway, don't have to worry about the Intimidate, because we've got a special attack here. Doing less damage than I'd like, and actually it might have been nice if the Herdier had taken that recoil from takedown there, so I'm not sure. I'm glad that it missed, but hey, we still take those. Can't really complain about it, right? We get another accuracy drop on the next one. We dodge another takedown. Yeah, I'd say this is going pretty smoothly so far. So I guess we were due to miss a Leaf Tornado. That's fine. Next one hits. Gets the accuracy drop again. We dodge another takedown. Aw, she finally connected on the 4th try. Well, good battle so far. But there's still Watchog. And you know what? As much as I've focused on training Montreal in this gym... Ooh, Leech Seed, nice. We're gonna stay in and see what we can do to this Watchog. I'll finally get rid of Wrap. Never wanted that move. Here's the Watchog. She'll use her research skills and find a winning strategy, but I'll use my research skills and land this Leech Seed. Never mind, but we also dodge a Hypnosis, so that turns a wash. She connects this time. That actually could be a problem, but we'll try not to let it be. Retaliate. That could be a problem too, that's kind of a strong move. Okay, good, wake up. And we could probably take another one, but why take chances here? Let's just switch out to Montreal. Montreal will resist the Retaliate, get that Leech Seed recovery, and be able to hit back hard with Rock Smash. Yeah, very good. Could probably just sweep with Toronto, but oh my god, why does she have Crunch? Some early game tutorial this is. Probably could just sweep with Toronto, but I have a rock type with fighting coverage. Might as well use it, right? And that's the second gym. Pretty easy, but I do think the third one will be trickier because of that Lee Vanny. But that's still a ways off. We have a big city to explore and get to in the first place before that. Your fighting style is so enchanting. It is charming. You are a Pokemon trainer worthy of receiving this basic badge. Does the way Lenora speaks feel a little bit stilted? I don't know. Nice badge design, though, looking like a book spine. If you have 2 badges, traded Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. Here, I also want you to have this TM. It's Retaliate. Not too bad, a TM. Don't think I have much use for it right now, though. Maybe I could teach it to Gatineau, but honestly, I kind of forgot Gatineau was on my team until I was thinking through everyone just now. I don't know. Maybe I'll use this TM for something, maybe I won't. Either way, Retaliate does a lot more damage if an ally fainted the turn before you use it. If you master the timing, you can defeat even strong opponents. Well, that's good. I like being able to defeat strong opponents. Deer! Deer, come quickly! Team Plasma is threatening to steal some bones. What? What's going on? Black, you come too. She's out of there. Whoa, that was... She is fast. She's out of there in a hurry when those bones are threatened. Team Plasma already causing trouble. That's the 3rd time just in this episode. This game wastes no time showing you how Team Plasma can be up to no good and making it clear both what the flaws in their worldview are and how serious some of their members really are about that worldview anyway. However, this is the natural endpoint for this episode, and so that crisis will have to wait until next time. I'm sure Team Plasma will happily oblige and just wait around for me to be ready to fight them some other day, but that won't be today. We'll call it here, and next time we get to see some really scenic parts of the Unova region, and there's going to be a lot to explore. See you then.